7 reasons why I love Arkansas, and I think you will too. I'm Marcy Smith. This is another episode of Dirt to Dwellings, and today we're going to talk about the top 7 reasons why I love Arkansas the most. And I think you're going to be surprised by the top 3, so you'll want to stick around. All right, let's get started. Number 7, 4 seasons. I've lived other places and they have not had all 4 seasons, but Arkansas is unique because they do, and they have a longer period of each season. So while we don't get a lot of snow during the winter, we definitely get cold temperatures. If you like to put on multiple jackets, you're gonna feel the coolness. On the other side, summer does get extremely hot and there is a decent amount of humidity, which most people will say they love because it keeps their skin moisturized. In the spring, all the flowers bloom. It rains a lot. When I bring friends here from out of state, they always comment on how green it is. During the fall, you are gonna love the changing colors of the trees. You can drive up into the mountains, which most would call anthills, but you will be able to see the leaves turn from green to yellow to orange to red and then fall off. And this period of time lasts for a couple of months. This is when most people go out and entertain on their patios. You'll see them walking their dogs more often, and they've just come off of extreme summer temperatures. Why people love the summers in Arkansas, despite of the heat and the humidity and how muggy it is the temperatures range between the high 80s all the way up into the 90s. Now with the humidities, it may feel like it's over 100 degrees, but point number 6 is why we like it so much. Number 6, lakes. There are over 2,300 lakes in Arkansas. Yes, you heard that right. 2,300 lakes, and what classifies as a lake here is a body of water over 5 acres. So some of these are private and some of these are public, but there are hundreds that you would be able to visit. A lot of them have diamond quality water where you will be able to see the bottom, and some of them not so much. But what the locals love here is that within 30 minutes to an hour drive, you can find yourself at a lake where you can water ski, fish, kayak, paddleboard, or just lay out and relax. The views are stunning, the wildlife is plenty, and we are rich as a state in water. Number 5, Southern charm. And I don't just mean those quaint town squares that we have all throughout the state. I'm talking about is more Southern hospitality. You will find that people have unhurried conversations. They're very welcoming, so much so that they'll ask you into their house. Number 4, really good food. For being such a small capital, we have an amazing food scene. There are a lot of local places that you're gonna fall in love with, and they're crammed packed in. So places like Little Rock, Conway, Benton and Bryant, Hot Springs, Eureka, up in Northwest Arkansas, you are bound to find something you love. We are cornbread, Southern food like fried chicken, barbecue, but we also have the best Thai, Vietnamese, Tex-Mex. Come find out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Maybe you've been to a crawfish boil or two. Okay, we are about to get to the top 3 spots, and I want to remind you, there's going to be a video about the things that you might hate if you move to Arkansas too. So click subscribe. Number 3, cost of living. The cost of living is lower in Arkansas compared to most states, which is a plus. The average house in Pulaski County, which is where Little Rock is, the state capital, is $250,000. But for the state overall, the average is $170,000, and that is really affordable. Of course, living in one of the major metropolitan areas in Arkansas is going to be a higher cost of living than the rest of the rural towns. Cost of living is lower than the national average, both in house prices, school costs, childcare, and rent. Number 2, the city and capital is Little Rock, Arkansas, and it's in the center of the state. Why is this important to me? It's because to drive to any corner of Arkansas is only about 2.5 to 3 hours long. So you can access any of those great outdoor activities that you want to really quickly. I also love that Little Rock as a capital is really tiny. So the population of Little Rock is about 200,000. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the state of Arkansas is 14.7% less, and overall it ranks the lowest overall cost of living as well. The state of Arkansas is known as the natural state, and Little Rock really does embody this. There are multiple and inexpensive activities that you can do here, such as climbing Pinnacle Mountain, which is just 30 minutes from downtown. There is a good art, a lot of historical presence, such as the Clinton Library. We have the S.E. Peirce Museum, Little Rock Central High, and the Big Dam Bridge, which is the longest pedestrian bridge in the United States. Number 1, and you might think this one's a little strange, but it's drive time, and that's my number 1 pick because I love the fact that I'm not stuck in traffic getting to friends, family, and work, which means I'm not wasting a bunch of time doing things that I don't want to do. Thanks for watching another episode of Dirt to Dwellings, and let me know in the comments if you agree with some of these points that I love about Arkansas and if they are your favorite too.